I don't think you can say, oh, you shouldn't come here because there's no care support. There could be very good care support. We've just got to know what you're looking for. I mean, what's more important is coming here at the right time for the right type of relationship. If you're coming here for someone to be your carer, you need a particular, that's what you're looking for. Get someone who is good at caring, who's got the credentials as a carer. And there are plenty here that are carers. There are some that have been carers overseas in places and are back here. I've got a lady over the road here, was a carer for many years overseas. And, these are good, these people would be excellent in supporting someone who's looking for that care. And it would be a lot cheaper than trying to establish it in the UK. Flippantly just saying, oh, I don't want anyone to wash my... You may not have a choice. Nobody wants to think about that. I don't want to think about that. But in the end, if it has to happen, it has to happen. Likewise, if I have to wash someone else's arse to support them because I love them, I'll do that as well, That's fine. That's what I do. That's what I would do. So I think I hear too many crazy general statements going on. You shouldn't come to the Philippines without considering these sort of things. No matter where you are, you can have issues. In the UK now, social care and care for the aged is particularly bad and costs a fortune. So I think I'd rather be cared in this environment than back in the UK, for sure, 100%. But of course, that is just my opinion for what it's worth. I'm not in that position yet, although I do hit 70 next week, Monday, a week today, I hit 70. And I'm keeping that quiet. I've just told the world. But like I said, my dad was in his 80s and he never required any care until the day he died. And I know many people in their 80s who are exactly the same as him. So you've got to look after yourself, of course you have. You've got to take the right precautions at the right time. But you don't want to live in fear of it may happen. Oh my God, one day is someone going to have to wipe my... I mean, you don't think like that. Do you? You just don't. No one wants to be in that position, but some of us might be sometime, no matter where we live. And so be it. You want to be around, you want to be in a lovely place with the people who love you around you. That's what you want. That's what's important. That's what you've got to go for. And if you haven't got that, if you haven't got people who love you anywhere in the UK or here, say you're on your own in the UK or you're on your own here, then I would say coming here, but looking for that particular person who's going to be good at caring for you. Someone with caring experience. There are plenty over here, and you would find some easily. You don't want to find a bar girl and convert her to a carer, no. But you want a carer, and there are plenty here. Okay, I believe Richie is bringing my lunch down here. So I'll just wait for it, and then I'll film it and show you what I'm having. Yeah, getting back into the age thing of coming anywhere, really. The older we get, eventually the more frail one becomes. I've seen people that are very frail in their 40s. You've got to have your health boundaries clearly understood around you. I mean, that goes without saying. And yeah, disaster can strike. Of course it can. It can strike any of us at any age. I think with the exception of Nanai, there's been about 6 or 7 family funerals, distant relatives as well as closer relatives, in the year and a half we've been here. And I say with the exception of Nanai. Nanai was the only person who was older than I was in terms of, and she died suddenly. She was fighting fit, gardening and carrying basins of stuff full of garden everywhere. And she, suddenly left us. The other people that have left have all been, gone, have all been cousins of Rich's, cousins and uncles. And they've all been closer to Rich's age than my age, to be honest with you. And, again, gone very suddenly. One was a brain clot, a blood clot to the brain. And one was, I think both were strokes actually, both to do with, in here, the brain. You've got to accept the fact that that could happen anytime. So having a medical every year, regardless of how you feel, you might feel great, but still have one. I mean, always do that. That would be my advice. If you've got something that you're managing and you've been managing it for a long time, I'm thinking of something like diabetes, for example. So you take medication for it and you watch your diet and you monitor yourself every 6 months or every year. Well, you can do that here as well. So that's not going to be a major train smash. The thing here is you've got to, it's those emergencies that suddenly hit you that are the big problem. That's where costs can suddenly hit you. We all know we're getting old. We all know we are likely to seek more medical attention at times as we go forward, as we get older. Most of us, not all of us. Personally, though, I don't think of it like that. I mean, I think if I'm going to go and get some advice, I get it. If I feel I need to make a decision on something, I make the decision on it. If I'm not been in a position yet, touch wood, where I have been incapable of making a decision on something. I don't fall off the back of scooters because I don't get on the back of scooters. I'm careful wherever I go. I monitor my bloods every year. I check my blood pressure on a regular basis. I exercise. I try and eat healthy as much as possible. And generally my state of health has improved since I've been here compared with when I was in the UK. Yes, I've got older, but my state of health has improved because of the healthier way of life here. The warmer weather, the fresh air, the outdoor lifestyle has made it so. What would I have to cut out to make it even healthier? Well, probably beer. That's about the only thing. I don't drink in the form of much else these days. I don't drink wine. I don't drink spirits, or not very much anyway. And I don't drink a lot of beer. I may have 2 beers, if I have 2 beers in an evening, but I don't have beer every evening. That's also a fact. Here comes my wife. Let me film it. Hello, hello, hello.
What a leisurely life you've got.
I was just talking about being looked after here in the Philippines against being looked after in the UK.
Oh, I looked after you when we were in the UK.
Oh no, I'm talking about healthcare and people, because there was advice given to someone that if you got old, you shouldn't come here.
Really?
Yeah, and I think that's nonsense. I think you can have a healthier lifestyle here. Now, what have we got here? So I can.
That's the noodles.
What is this? This is chop suey.
No, this is pancit canton, but
Pancit
the
canton.
noodles that I bought is a bit not of good quality, I think.
It looks good. It looks
Okay.
great. Yeah, fantastic.
It's a bit.
You're going to give me a new. Very good. Okay, guys.
That's
Okay,
good.
I'm going to now enjoy my lunch. So
I have to. I didn't finish my food. So
I
can
did.
give it to my-
I finished mine.
So I can give it to the neighbor's dog.
So there we go, a spot of lunch. Some noodles and vegetables. with a nice flavour. Really good. And she's looking after some stray puppies. Well, not stray, they're puppies that are from over here somewhere that are just being neglected by the usual. And I've said we can't, we definitely can't take on any more dogs, now. Sorry, but it's just heartbreaking to see these little things that are just being neglected. And they're everywhere, unfortunately. It's in the Philippines, you're going to find them everywhere. So yes, getting back to my subject about care and age. Well, my view is everybody's different, and if it's particularly care you're looking for, well, I think care could be better here than the UK, to be honest, because you can afford to have a live-in carer in this environment, a qualified carer I'm talking about, that will take care and help in making your life as comfortable as you want it to be in those remaining years you have, which could be many, it could be 10, 15, who knows, But I think to just flippantly say, well, no, you shouldn't come here, I would say no, you've got to think carefully about things. Make sure you do love the country first of all. Make sure you are going to enjoy tropical weather. Make sure you are going to adjust to this culture and temperatures. It's a family-orientated society. You can't shut family members out. If you're part of the family, you're part of the family. I hear a lot of that as well, keeping family members outside the perimeter of where you and your wife lived. It's not an easy thing to do in this environment. So I wouldn't do it, personally. I wouldn't, I like my peace, I've got it, but I also want to ensure everyone else is okay as well, and likewise, they want to make sure I'm okay as well. So we've got that good understanding going on.
Look at that Asia dancing.
Strong rain in the night, strong, powerful rain in the night. And the roof held up well. But it was a rain, a lot of mud around. Gumboot time now.